Are you curious about starting a homeschool co-op and want to hear from someone who's just now starting the same journey? In this video, I'm breaking down how it started, how it's going so far, and what's coming up next. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Kalina. I'm a full-time toddler mom and mom to a new baby girl on the way at 33 weeks pregnant. And in my channel, we're keeping things really informative and encouraging, talking about things homeschooling, parenting, mindset, some things that are organic and non-toxic and maybe a little bit woo-woo. So if any of that sounds interesting and resonates, then be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for new videos just like this every week. What is a homeschool co-op? It's a way to just build community with other homeschooling families, to maybe share the load and to get some socialization, seeing the same kids and parents every week, and just build that community and that support group. Some are more interested in enrichment, like going on outings or field trips or just doing fun activities together. And others are more focused on maybe a shared core curriculum so that everyone's learning the same subjects at the same pace. I started a co-op because I wanted to meet other like-minded families who shared my similar values and were available to teach my kids some interesting things that maybe I couldn't teach them on my own in a very age-appropriate way for short attention spans because he's only 3 years old. I'm an extrovert, so I love to meet new people and to make new friends and to just kind of share in the life journey. And as someone who doesn't have family who's really involved or supporting in my husband and my parenting journey, it's really important that we kind of find that support and community elsewhere. And I just thought that building a co-op might be a really great way to do that. If you're interested on why I'm leaning towards homeschooling my children, be sure to check out this video. So my friend actually started a homeschool co-op group about 2 months ago, and 1 or 2 meetings in, it sort of fell apart because half of the moms felt like they wanted to do more of a religious-based curriculum and sort of take it in a different direction, which is totally fine. So that just split our group in half and left just myself and my friend. I took that as an opportunity to take a step back and think, if this is my co-op that I'm starting, what are things that are important to me? What are parenting philosophies that resonate with me? Values that are aligned with my core beliefs? What do I actually envision for the day-to-day to look like when we're interacting with these families and these kids? And try to scope that all together and just put it out there in the world to see if that resonated with anyone else. As a full-time mom interested in homeschooling, I'm on all of the local groups that I could possibly find. And I did find just a My City homeschooling group. And I just put out the post with all of my scope there and just said, hey, this is kind of what I'm envisioning. Does this resonate with anyone? If you're interested, DM me and we can talk. Then I created a private Facebook group that has more of a breakdown of the group rules and our shared approach and values and sort of what we see day to day, as well as posts that are asking for availability, what people are interested in teaching, and just trying to get to know the community so that I can actually build out and coordinate meetings and those enrichment activities and what our day to day can look like together as we meet hopefully every week. So far, it's going pretty okay. There are a lot of people who seem interested on Facebook, but I'm still working on actually getting people in the door or more like outside at a park to actually meet face to face. That seems to be more challenging. To work around that, I'm just trying to do a little bit more outreach. So I'm messaging those different members that are in the group. I'm continuing to remind them about polls and just letting me know what their availability looks like so that I can coordinate timelines that work best for most families to actually get together and meet. I'm also taking the reins and the responsibility for those enrichment activities so that no one feels like they have to feel pressured to have something planned or buy a bunch of supplies. What that we had was really simple and straightforward. I just had us meet at a park. I had a couple printouts of a nature scavenger hunt where all the kids could go and find a rock or something smooth or something hard and bring them back to the group to share. We have an opening introduction kind of circle song that we sing that's really short that allows us to be introduced to everyone and get to know everyone's names. We have the activity that's maybe 20 minutes long, and then we do free play, we eat our snacks, and then we come back for a little closing circle and sing a song and then say bye. I do think it's interesting how many people have expressed interest on Facebook, but then have not followed through with coming to the meetings, or people who have said that they're really interested, but then haven't showed interest in actually joining the group to coordinate those things. So I'm not really sure what that gap is. I'm trying to just keep everything really positive and really curious at this point right now. And I think my plan at a high level is just to keep people circulating. So if it's been, I don't know, I don't want to put a number on it right now. I'm just going to say 2 months. If it's been 2 months and those 10 people in the group just are not responding to any of the events and nobody's showing up, I'm probably gonna, I'll try to work it out with them and make sure that there's nothing else going on, some extenuating circumstances, or they're just feeling shy or something else is going on. If it's no reason other than they're just not participating or just not interested, I'll probably end up kicking them out of the group and just reposting on Facebook to just get some new blood and people who are actually interested in committing to a weekly meetup, because that's really what the co-op is. It's not just about saying you're interested in something, it's about showing up and meeting those families and having that socialization every week and being able to also share the responsibility of teaching. My first order of business on what to do next is just to see what that gap is between the interest that's shown on the Facebook groups and then who actually shows up at the meetings. Once we kind of figure that out, we'll be able to dive into more of what's interesting to people in terms of enrichment, what people want to teach, who's comfortable teaching what subjects, and actually get a rotating schedule going so that we can start seeing the same faces every week. We can start looking forward to shared responsibilities with all of those different types of activities that are super fun for the kids. Being so new in this homeschool co-op journey, I don't have a ton of wisdom or interesting things to share today, but I will keep you updated on how this process is unfolding. And if you have any feedback or any questions or any tips or tricks, please feel free to leave them below. I would love to hear if anyone has done this before and maybe are experiencing some of the same challenges, what they did to overcome them. It'd be so cool to eventually build out maybe some principles or some scheduling ideas just to get other people some help with a roadmap if they feel like this is something that they maybe want to build for themselves in their local community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.